Hello, my Mahjong friends. Welcome to Mah Jongg Class Live Clinic. In this live clinic tonight, we are reviewing some of the basics, something you might have forgotten, or a great tip all about mystifying groupings. I'm so glad you're here to join us. Type in the chat any questions you have when you're watching the recording or when you're live, and any comments put in below, and I'll be sure to answer your questions. As I play, please comment. I love the comments when we play together, and I love your feedback as we all learn and grow together to become better Mahjong players. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Always the first on. So glad you're here. I'm bringing back my Mahjong Friends map where everyone lives. Thought it'd be fun to let everyone know we're just 8 states away from completing all 50 states. So if you know a friend who plays Mahjong and hasn't checked in and told us where they play, we're missing Alaska, Hawaii, Indiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, North Dakota, Utah, and Wyoming. So have your friend reach out and tell us where they're from. I want to thank Kathy from Alabama who chimed in. She's our friend in Alabama who plays Mahjong. We have Leslie in Delaware, Abby in Iowa. We have Kathy in South Dakota. And we have Zoe who's in England, the UK. So happy that they've joined us and put in the chat where they're from. Oh, hi, Linda, Kathleen, and Anne from Georgia, and Bill. Hi, Bill. Karen. Oh, it's Karen's first time. Welcome, Karen. And Kathleen. Thanks, Kathleen and Shirley, for being a super supporter. I appreciate it. And Shirley and Roxy. I think we said Shirley, but I'll say hi to Shirley again. And Kathleen. Oh, yes, Kathleen said to reach out to another canasta. I do know Kathleen, that she's from Alaska. Her name's Teresa, but I don't think she watches me, so you should reach out and tell her to come watch me. So anyway, we're here tonight, and we're going to talk about groupings. So some of you, this might be a repeat, but maybe you'll pick up a tip or two. So we're going back to the basics. Some people are not familiar with the terms Pung, Kong, and Quint. You do need to know them. They are printed on the card in various places. So if you read the parentheses on the card, you'll now understand what they're referring to when they speak of Pung, Kong, or Quint. So let's simplify the difficulty of groupings. And an obvious problem has been reoccurring. We kept getting the same questions asked countless times, and there has been a number of questions about singles and pairs, meaning 2023, news 1357, and how to call for them and when you can use jokers. So we're going to go through all that. Some of you might find this difficult either because you're new to the game, or maybe you were never taught it by a friend, or maybe you took a class and you just missed that topic, or maybe it was just literally too overwhelming and you were learning so much that you didn't retain this small part of the game. The bottom line is this game is complicated by all the rules and or by you're remembering everything, right? So today we're going to clear it up with a real solution by breaking it down, giving you simple terms for the groupings, offering relief to your confusion or misunderstanding. The way I'm teaching you is the way I remember when I call for a tile or when I can use jokers. I'm going to go back to the basic rules. It's important to understand the terms, again, Pung, Kong, and Quint, as I've mentioned. So let's review. The word Pung is 3. So that's 3 of a kind, same number, same suit, or it can be letter. So it could be 3 norths, 3 souths. Kong is 4 of a kind, same number or same letter of the same suit. And finally, Quint is 5 of a kind, same number or same letter and in the same suit. The back of your National Mahjong League card is a great resource. This information is on the first panel on the back of your card if you flip it over. There are lots of helpful information on the card, and everyone should take the time and at least read it once through in your lifetime of playing Mahjong. It's very informative. A lot of the answers to some questions that keep being asked are on the back of the card. And I don't mind answering questions, but it's just a good reference for you to have if you use the back of the card. Now let's break it down even more. Now that we know Pung, Kong, and Quint, now let's take a look at the grouping pairs and singles. A true pair is two of the same number or letter in the same suit. So for example, you have two twos in 2, 4, 6, 8. If you look at line number 2, it has a pair of twos. Pairs are all over the card. In 2023, line 2, you have a pair of flowers. And in Winds and Dragons, line number 6, you have a pair of norths. You also have a pair of souths in there. There are more of these, but we're just looking at these for examples for this evening. Now let's look at singles. Singles are all over the card. I believe it's clear to most of you what singles look like, and they stand alone. For example, in 369, which is on the third panel, the last line, you have single sixes that stand alone. In 13579, the middle panel, last line, you have a 3 and a 7 that stand alone. In consecutive run, the fourth line, you have a 1 that stands alone. Now remember that 1 doesn't have to be a 1, it can be any number because you're doing a run of numbers. So it could be, I think the highest number it could be is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 is the highest. So you can have a single 5 on line number 4. You can look at Winds and Dragons, line number 5, you have a single north. So Winds and Dragons is on the right hand side, line number 5, a single north. Or even if you look at any like numbers, which is on the far left, the third category down, if you look at the second line, you have a single dragon with the D. Now let's look at groupings that are deceiving, which seem to give people the most trouble. 4 and 6 show up on 2, 4, 6, 8. You see a 4 and a 6. What you need to ask yourself is the basic question, are they a pair? We just said a pair is two identical. So are they identical? And I like to use the word twins. Or actually, I don't know if you're going to get this concept, but I was thinking about this about twins. So are they identical twins? No, it's a 4 and a 6. Don't let the fact that there is no spacing cloud your knowledge. They are individuals, not twins. They're individuals pushed together. It's just the set type on the card that's throwing you off. They aren't identical twins, but stand fraternal, meaning they stand alone as individuals and look different. They are not a pair. Now, if you go to the next one, let's look at EW, which shows up in Winds and Dragons, line number 7, the bottom line, or line number 6, right above it. Again, they are not a true pair. A pair is two of the same. It's two different letters that stand alone. They're just pushed together. Now let's look at singles and pairs, line number 1. The grouping 3, 5, 7 is that a pung. A pung, remember, is 3 of the same. 3, 5, 7 are again standalone numbers pushed together. These are all different, 3 individual numbers that have, and I made this up, I don't know if you're going to get it, but they're holding hands, so they're fraternal triplets. They do not look alike, but they are friends because they are all together, but they are individuals. So I hope you like that comment and you could try to remember it. I'm always trying to help you remember different ways. I hope it's clicking now why 2023 is not a Kong. If you recall, a Kong is 4 of the same. Always ask yourself the definition of each of the groupings. What is a Pung? What is a Kong? And go back to the basic definition that we reviewed at the beginning of this clinic. So therefore, a Kong is 4 of a kind. 2023 is not 4 of a kind. Again, all of these are individual, and it holds true also for the word news. It's 1 north, 1 east, 1 west, 1 south. Let's review the basics of calling and when you can call a tile for exposure and using jokers. As we previously discussed in these 3 groupings, a Pung, Kong, and Quint, you can call for an exposure, meaning you can, if somebody discards a tile, that you can make a Kong, say they discard a 9, you can pick it up and put it on top of your rack and expose the 4 9s to make a Kong. In each of these groupings, you may use jokers. In a Pung, you can use up to 3 jokers to make your Pung. In a Kong, you can use up to 4 jokers. And in a Quint, you can use up to 5. Now pairs. Here's something else to remember, which I teach in my classes. When you get up in the morning, you put on a pair of shoes. When you put on a pair of shoes, you usually don't substitute. At least most of the time, as long as it's not early in the morning when you're getting dressed. So in a pair, you never substitute. So you're not allowed to use jokers, nor can you call for a tile to expose. So no calling and no jokers. So as we mentioned, a pair is the same exact. So a pair of flowers, 2, the same. You cannot use jokers, nor can you call for an exposure. In singles, such as the 6 in 3, 6, 9 in that bottom hand, you would not be able to call for the 6 to expose or use a joker. A standalone tile is a single, no joker substitution and no calling for the tile for an exposure. Again, reference the back of your card, the National Mahjong League card. It's a great resource. This information is on the first panel. If you flip it over, you can find it. It starts maybe like a quarter of the way down. It's in bold. It says called joker. And you can read what it says about calling for a tile. The groupings that we are having trouble with or that are deceiving you, again, the 4, 6, the east, west, the 3, 5, 7, the 2023, and the news. We already established you can call for a Pung, Kong, or Quint for an exposure, and you can use jokers. Get that simple rule in your head so that you can help translate when you have difficulty with other groupings. We have also established what a pair is and a single. And you can't call for a pair and a single, meaning you can't pick up a discard to expose those, nor can you use a joker for them. Now let's look at those groupings that are deceiving to us, that don't fall in the Pung, Kong, Quint, pair, or single groupings. These are individuals pushed together without spacing and are not allowed to be called for exposures or use jokers. Please take a look at the entire category of singles and pairs on the far right bottom. In this category, it's on the 3rd panel, there is no calling for an exposure and no jokers in any of those groupings in that category. This will always be true. Please note on the side that when you play a hand that is concealed, hands marked by a C on the far right. So if you look at that 3-6-9 hand that I was speaking of earlier with the single 6, you will never be able to call for any grouping or single for an exposure. However, when a tile is discarded and it is your last tile needed, the final tile to complete any grouping or single or pair or any of those unusual groupings, you may call it for Mahjong. Let me repeat that. To complete any single, pair, Pung Kong Quint, or those individuals pushed together, if it's your last tile for Mahjong, and even if you're playing a concealed hand, you may call it for Mahjong. The only tile you can never ever call is a joker. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and share with your friends, and put in the comments below if you have, if you're watching this afterwards, please place anything in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any live clinics in the future or any videos that I might post. So who else came on? Hi, Pamela and Carol from Massachusetts. Oh, it's Carol's first time, Karen's first time too, so welcome. Oh, thanks, Linda. She said great analogies. And Sue. Oh, Sue's students are watching. Oh, thanks, Sue. Yes, I thought it was a topic that we needed to go over again. I think sometimes people miss this, and I can't tell you how many times people ask the question. So maybe we can refer back to this groupings video when they're confused on the different groupings. If you'd like, you can become a channel member, as Kathleen and Shirley have. Thanks for becoming a member. And I'm sure you're wondering what I'm talking about. If you look next in the chat, Kathleen and Shirley have little tiles next to their name. They're called badges. And when you become a member on my channel, you get badges as for the months that you've been members. They are channel members, and they've taken their love of Mahjong to the next level and joined my channel. While all my content is free, they decided to support me. There are 3 levels to choose from. Just click join on the main channel, which I have here below, and you can decide to join or not. And I have the 3 levels listed. You can read more about that. With subscribing and giving me thumbs up and likes for my videos, and sharing and commenting are all free ways to support me, and now you can become a channel member. It always means the world to me that you show up each week and give me much love and support by chatting on the live chats. I'm so glad we're growing this channel and continuing to share our love of Mahjong with others. And it's been wonderful creating tutorials and education on Mahjong. So thanks again, guys, for being here. I also have discount codes that I've been given for Oh My Mahjong. If you would like to purchase a set or look at their lovely mats, they have beautiful mats and tiles. I just bought a whole set myself, so you'll be seeing that soon on my YouTube channel because I've been making some videos on how to pick a hand. You can use the code Mahj Class, MAHJ CLASS, to get 10% off if you wish to purchase a set or a mat or any of their accessories at Oh My Mahjong. You also can get 10% off if you'd like a different type of tile, and again, it's very personal which you choose. It's just your taste and style. You can use the code Mah Jongg Class 10 at Yellow Mountain to get 10% off there. So use those codes when purchasing so that you can get a discount. If you just want to browse and look at different sets and tiles and pushers and all kinds of things Mahjong, you can go to my website and just Google it. It's called Mah Jongg Class, and you can check out everything there. Go to shopping. If you're not already a member of I Love Mahj, you're missing out. I Love Mahj is the platform that I play on weekly, and it's a great way to learn the card, to get your speed up on the Charleston. I mean, there's so much they offer. I think I just found out this week that if you play with the bots and you can click on a little icon next to the bots once they expose something and you can see what hands they might be playing. That's awesome. That teaches you hands that you could play in your Mahjong game. So go ahead and go on to ilovemahj. Try a 21-day free trial. Use the code CB. And if you're already a member, you could, when you renew, if you could please use the code CB for renewals and annual memberships. You could, after your 21-day trial, you can just subscribe for $6 a month, or you can play for an annual membership of $60, which is just $5 a month. So I hope you'll join me on I Love Mahj, and we're going to play on there tonight, and we'll talk about pungs and kongs. So Kathleen says she has a large collection of sets because they are all beautiful. I know, Kathleen. I think I mentioned last week, this is like my, I don't know, 8th set or 9th set. I don't need another set, but I think they're beautiful and I just love playing with them. These tiles, I can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to make some videos on it. So we're going on over to I Love Mahj. On I Love Mahj, we're going to do play, game launch. And if you want to see what I was talking about, you can play games just for fun. And that's where you can click on the bots to see when they put up an exposure. You can click on next to them and you can see what hands they might be playing. Really a lot of fun. I'm going to play advanced and game launch.
First Charleston.
So I always play that we sort by suit and we look at our pairs. We have pairs of ones. So you can use ones in lots of categories. You could start on the far left and go through and see where most of your tiles fit. I always like to play with pairs, and I use the analogy, if you were playing poker and you got a pair of jacks, you sure the heck aren't going to discard those jacks. You're going to hold on to them and build on them. And that's the same, I guess, with rummy or probably most card games. You hold on to your pairs. So if you can get that concept together, you will understand the importance of them. This game is about collecting Pung, Kongs, and Quints. So if we already have a pair, we can make it into a Pung and Kong. So ones, we can't use ones in 2023. We can't use ones in 2, 4, 6, 8. We can use ones in any like numbers. So we have more ones that we could use. And oh look, we have dragons to go with it and a flower. Continuing on, just to have backup hands, we can play 1 + 1 is 2. We have the correct 2 there. We can play quints, but we have no joker, so I'm going to skip that tonight. We can play, obviously, consecutive run. We can keep all the low numbers. We can play 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we have odds. Of course, we can play odds, but I think I'm just going to keep 1s and 2s. Now, with that in mind, in Wins and Dragons, there's there's 2 hands that we can play with numbers, line number 2 and line number 7. That's in Wins and Dragons. So we have the perfect numbers for that. 3, 6, 9 says not use 1s and 2s, and singles and pairs, we can maybe play line number 2. So all this other stuff we're going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of the 6, and now I have to make a decision. I pulled another 2. Oh, I can get rid of the 9. In the Winds and Dragons section, I can decide to keep this if I wish. I can decide to go for a lot of stuff. You just have to decide. We're only on the first over. You're going to have to commit to something. I'm going to give up on the dragons and see where that brings me. We don't need these 3. Oh, we got more 1s. Oh boy, maybe we're not continuing. Let's see. We can play maybe the singles and pairs hand. Why don't we continue with the singles and pairs hand and get rid of some of these wins?
Second Charleston.
And break up your wins so you don't pass all the same. Although, oh, another west. We're going to get rid of it. Oh, look at that. Are we almost at it? Let's see. Let's sort by suit. Oh, we have an extra 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get rid of this 1. Look at that hand. That's a beauty.
Courtesy pass.
And we have 3 to pass. This is a beautiful hand to start off with tonight. Don't ever be scared not to play those singles and pairs. And prioritize your discard. So I'm going to get rid of the 9, the west, and then the 3. We can always play 1, 2, 3. So keep that in mind also. I have not picked a hand yet. I mean, I'm gearing towards that singles and pairs, but I'm going to let the tiles dictate where I should play. We're going to start with the 9. I'm east.
9 crack. 8 crack. Soap. South.
A 7 dot.
7 dot. Flower.
Oh, there goes 1
6
flower.
bam. North. 6 dot. West. Red. Flower.
Not calling for anything.
West.
I got rid of the
dot.
west over the 3 because, again, I want to have the ability to switch hands. So I'm keeping every tile I can closest to the low end. I'm not going to call anything yet. I'm not sure what hand I'm playing. I mean, I think I'm
5
playing
crack.
the second line. But if I don't get another flower,
9 crack.
I can't play that
Green.
second line.
7 bam. 7 dot. 9 dot. Call. 7 bam. 3 crack. 3 crack.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the 3 dot. Because we can play 1, 2, 3.
3 dot. 4 dot.
So Amstead has 9s up.
6 bam. East.
He can be playing just about anywhere, so we're going to have to wait to
Red.
see when he puts his second
Flower.
exposure up. Oh boy.
7 dot.
Third flower.
8 bam.
We did get a joker. We could hold on to it, and we could still do 1, 2, 1, 2, which is in consecutive run on line number 6, or we could do 1, 2, 3. But if we do 1, 2, 3, we have to get rid of something. I'm going to keep 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to push ahead and try to play the singles and pairs hand.
3 bam. 3 bam. 2 crack. 2
Oh,
bam.
that's a 2 crack. We do have already the 2 bam.
7 dot. Green. 5 dot. South. 3 bam. 7 crack. 2 dot. 1 crack.
Oh, the first 1 crack and the 2 crack are out. That's what we're looking for, a 1 and 2. Oh, here we go. We're 2 tiles away.
So, 4
We
crack.
need a 1 and a flower.
North. 4 dot.
Oh, a 2 dot's already out. I'm pushing ahead.
2 dot. 5 dot. East. North. East. 6 bam. North.
Come on, 1 crack.
1 bam. 4 crack. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, look at those pretty jokers.
1 bam. 6 crack. Mahjong.
Oh, look at that. That was a quick one. I had no idea what Amsa was playing. He had 4 9s out, so he was playing 3, 6, 9. Congratulations to him. He won on line number 1, Pung Kong, and I gave him the tile, but I had no idea what he was playing. I was pushing ahead. I had a lovely, lovely hand. I was looking at line number 2 in singles and pairs, 2 flowers, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We only needed a 1 and a flower, but Amstead beat us. Annie was playing consecutive run, line 6. That's the Pung Kong, but it's repeating numbers of 4545. Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 6 also, Pung Kong, line number 6. So that was a good game. I'm proud of that hand. And again, we always talk about sometimes it's just about personal accomplishment and it's not always about winning. Of course, we want to win, but that was a beautiful hand. I wouldn't change a thing. Sue's asking, do I find many people pass wins in the Charleston? I do, Sue. I don't feel like people generally play them. I think if I have some, I'll hold it. Not a lot. If you see, nobody played Winds and Dragons here, but that's okay. And I did pass all of them. So it's interesting. But I did have a lot. I was tempted to play the bottom line in Winds and Dragons, and maybe that would have been a better choice. Because we ended up getting, I think, a 1 bam and a 2 dot. So we would have had the bottom hand. And remember, they don't have to be 1 and 2. They could be any 2 numbers. So maybe that would be the only difference. Maybe I should have kept the wins instead. But I like challenging myself. I like that singles and pairs hand. That was fun. Next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. And look for your pairs. We have pairs of 9s and pairs of 8s. Pairs of 9s and pairs of 8s automatically bring you to consecutive run. So we're going to keep all the upper numbers and get rid of all the low numbers. And I'm not keeping the win this time. And maybe I'll pull back the 2 and put up the 3. I don't think it matters because it's still consecutive. I guess I took it back because I thought it was evens, but now I'm passing consecutive. Okay, upper numbers. So now we get rid of the 2. And in consecutive run, the dragons aren't very popular. You have to have the same suit, and we have mixed suits. So I'm going to get rid of a dragon. And then I'm going to get rid of a 5. I'm going to north, a dragon, and a 5. We're going to continue.
Second Charleston.
Don't have a hand picked out yet. Oh, another pair. So we have 7, 8, a north, a 1, and a 6. A 1, a green, and a west.
Courtesy pass.
We picked up a 7. We could sort actually. So we have a 1 we're not going to use. A red. I mean, I guess we could use the red. We could do 7, 8 with red, but we don't have any flowers. And then we can do 7, 8, 9. Maybe get rid of this 7 because I'd like to push ahead. So let's do 3. I'm not getting rid of this 6 because maybe we could do 6, 7, 8.
West.
And we pulled nothing.
Red.
Sue says, even the concealed winds and dragons, not so difficult this year. Yeah, I kind of like that hand, Sue.
Soap.
Yeah, I'm hoping too that this 2024 card has better dragon hands. The dragons seem very limited this year.
1 bam. Soap.
Well, maybe you could play 5, 6, 7. Oh, I was thinking 8, 9, but it's the wrong 8s.
8 crack.
Not ready to call
West.
yet.
3 crack. Green.
I don't think we're going to use this 5, but I'll keep it just in case.
8 dot. 1 bam. South. South.
Oh, we have the 8 bam. 8 crack. We have 8 crack. Oh, 8 crack went out.
North. East.
Nobody's playing dragons. Sure wish there was a hand. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. get rid of this 5, I guess.
5 bam. 4 dot. Call, north.
Oh, we passed that 4 dot. Okay, we got a flower. I guess we're getting rid of a 6.
6 crack. 5 crack. Soap. West.
Oh, we could play 7, 8, 9, 9 if we get some flowers. 7, 8, 9, 9. Let's get rid of this 7.
7 dot. 3 bam. 2 crack. West.
Oh, we're getting all these tiles. Yikes. I like that 7, 8, 9, 9. Let's get rid of this 8.
8 bam. 3 bam. 2 bam.
So we know the 7, 8, 9, 9 is line number 7.
1 dot. 3 dot. Call. 5 crack.
Yikes.
6 bam.
Maybe we could get those jokers for our flowers.
Flower.
Oh.
1 crack. North. 7 bam. 7 crack.
There was a hand 6, 7, 8. Oh, it would have to be 5, 6, 7. Yep, getting rid of it.
6 crack. 7 bam. 7 bam. 1 crack.
7 dot. Don't need.
7 dot. 9 crack.
Don't need.
1 crack. Red.
Oh, yay. Jokers. We like jokers.
8 dot. Green. Joker swap.
Oh,
6 dot.
wanted that joker.
South.
Oh, we got a flower. Perfect.
9 crack.
This little
9
hand came
bam.
together. We're calling that for a pung. 3 of a kind.
Call. 8 crack.
We need a flower
1 dot.
or a joker.
8 bam. 4 bam.
We don't need it.
7 crack. 1 bam. 8 dot. 7 dot. 5 crack. 5 crack. 2 bam. 5 dot. Call. 6 dot.
Oh, come on,
5
joker.
bam. Call. 6 crack.
Oh boy. So tell me what hand's Annie playing? She could be playing the current hand that we're playing, and she could have 3, 4, 5, 5 with flowers, or she could have been playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 6 with 1s and 3s.
2 dot. Call. 9 crack.
Oh, what's Amstead playing? 2, 3, 4, 5.
North. 6 dot.
Oh boy.
4 crack. Mahjong.
Oh geez. Oh, but it was for a pair, which I had said he was playing 3, 4. We were both fighting for flowers. Look at all the flowers. He was playing flowers and I was playing flowers. That was a risk. I was 1 away, so I took the risk by discarding it. I should have really thought a little more about it. I did tell you he was playing 3, 4, 5, 5, but I was 1 away, so I wanted to take the risk. If maybe I was in a tournament or playing for money, I might have not thrown that. And lesson learned, right? Live and learn. We have Amstead playing consecutive run. 2, 3, 2, 3, repleting numbers, line number 6. And we have Kurt playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 2. Now remember, line number 2, there's your word Kong. So when they talk about Kong, it's 4 of a kind. So they're talking about 4 2s and 4 2s. And it says that Kongs can be any like even number. And like means same. So any like same number. So any same number, even. And they chose to use 4s in this example for Kurt. So he was playing a pair of 2s, a single 4, a single 6, a pair of 8s with Kongs of 4s and 4s. That was a nice hand. He wasn't far away. He needed 1 4. So let's start our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. And no pair, so we can play anywhere we want. And you can sort by rank if you want to see if you have high or low numbers. We have more, it's kind of right in the middle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess we're playing high. I really don't like 2, 4, 6, 8, but I almost feel like we could play that also. We could try 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's get rid of a west, a 9, and a 7. Oh, we got more wins. So when you think of that, you should change your hand and play a win hand. Oh, look at all the wins coming in. I'm changing. I'm doing a wins hand. And I'm holding on to 2023 because that's in the wins.
Second Charleston.
Okay, we have to make a decision here. We can't keep everything. Let's sort again. We have a news. We could play that bottom hand. We can play with dragons. Let's play with the dragons. Let's get rid of this, although I don't think they pass dragons very often. We have a 6, a 2, and maybe a, I don't want to pass, maybe a 4. Although this is my next pass. Doesn't matter. It's not a good pass anyway.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, we picked up another 3. And we can get rid of the last 3. So we didn't pick up any more wins.
9 bam.
Bummer.
2 crack. 7 dot. 9 crack. 4 dot. Red.
Oh, there's a red going out. Let's keep all the 3s. Maybe we can make
8 bam.
2023 somehow.
7 bam.
I need some 2s. Somebody must be playing with
flower.
the 2s. Oh, here's a 2.
6 bam. 1 dot. 1 dot.
Now when I say
8
2023, I'm either playing line number 4 in 2023 or Winds and Dragons line number 4 also.
6 bam. 4 bam. Flower. Flower. 4 crack. 9
You could
crack.
also maybe play the bottom line in Winds and Dragons.
4 dot.
We'll have
6
to decide
dot.
on these dragons. Oh, another west. There is a dragon hand.
1 bam. East.
With dragons, it's line number 6.
6 bam.
But we lit a lot of dragons.
9 bam.
Oh, here's another red. Okay, we're moving on.
3 dot. 2 bam. South. 2 dot.
Some of those winds
5
are
crack.
going out. South
9
and
bam.
east.
4 crack. 7 bam.
Yes, Kathleen, Susan's favorite hand, the bottom, Winds and Dragons, which is one of mine. I'm also considering that.
2 dot.
I'm waiting
4
for,
crack.
I think, a push tile here.
9 dot. North.
Oh, we got south. So we could do the bottom hand. Let's get rid of the west, which still leaves open north and south with the dragons. Why not? We could try the bottom hand.
West. 1
We
bam.
need 3 norths and 3 souths, though.
1 crack.
And you can't call for
4 bam.
anything. Ah, joker. Okay, let's see. I think we should try for the bottom hand. Let's get rid of the flower. We don't need a flower.
flower, south,
And you can't call for it because it's the bottom hand, and this is the final south. Unless we switch hands. And we could play 4 souths with the red and the white. Shall we do it? It's a little crazy. 4 souths. Let's call it. Let's gamble. We need a Kong, and I'm looking at line number 3.
call, 2 crack, 2 bam,
Roxy says, if you were playing for money, would you take same risks?
west,
I think sometimes when you play
2
for
dot.
money, I like a sure thing.
1 bam, 7 crack,
And I think like I mostly play
flower,
at the library,
2
and
dot,
we can't gamble there, so it's just for the
7
bragging
bam,
rights of a win.
6 dot,
So I often play difficult hands just
7
to
crack,
impress myself if I can
west,
make them or not.
4 bam, 7 bam, flower, 2 crack,
Maybe 2023. I think we got
3
rid of
bam,
the 2 bam before.
8 bam, 5 bam, 2 crack,
Jokers would be nice.
1 dot, 3 bam, soap,
Bummer.
1 dot,
East. I don't think we're going to play 2023. We have East. Maybe we could switch to the top line. 2 Wests are out though. Maybe we'll just get rid of the East.
east, 9 dot,
Guess I'm giving
flower,
a little information into my
4
hand
crack,
when I get rid of an East.
1 crack, flower, 9 bam, 8 bam, 6 crack,
There
call,
are
5 dot,
2 bams out. If the third one goes out, we're not going to keep trying for 2023.
4 bam, 4 dot,
6s are over here.
6 dot, 3 crack, call, soap, 9 crack,
Oh, we got the other red though. Yikes. Somebody's playing green.
2 bam, 3 bam, 9 dot, joker swap, 9 dot, 6 dot, joker swap, Mahjong,
They all got the jokers. Yeah, when you have jokers up, that's why often you don't put 2 jokers up, because either your opponents get it or you can't, use a joker somewhere else in your hand to get Mahjong. Oh, you're still on the ranking, Kathleen? That's awesome. Kathleen plays on ilovemahj regularly, and she is on the leaderboard. And so she plays extremely defensive on this platform. Oh, that's great, Kathleen. Good for you. Okay, so this didn't really work out for us. I called very early these souths, and so it never came together. I usually wait a little bit. I just wanted to push myself. Amstead won with 5, 6, 7, 8. So Pung Kong. Annie played 1, 3 with opposite dragons. 3, 5. She needed a 3 dot. Kurt played consecutive run, line number 2, Pung Kong. 5, 6, 7, 8. He was quite a bit away. It's okay. Next game. Oh, we could show leaderboard here just for these games. We have Amstead winning 2 and Annie winning 1. And remember, I threw one of the winning tiles, so I'm negative. We got to fix that. We're going to do the next one.
first Charleston,
Sort by suit. 6s. And here's a 6. Maybe we should play 6s. Or I think we should play sixes. Let's try sixes. Let's get rid of ones, a 2, and a west. Oh, now we got 6, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. We can get rid of a 2, a 1. Yikes. And I'm going to do another 2. I want to keep what I have here. A 1, a south, and a west. Oh, we're getting a bunch of 9s. Keep going. I don't like these tiles tonight. Okay, we can get rid of a 1. And maybe 6, 7, 6, 7. Get rid of a 5. Or should we keep the 5? Nah, I don't think we should keep it. And 6, 7, 6, 7, I see. Or 6, 7. Maybe this 9. Ah, we got another 5. Now we just passed a 5. Maybe we can get that back. A north. I think we just keep 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Let's get rid of the 9s. A 7, a 4, and a 2. That was a terrible hand. Oh, here's the 5 that I was looking for. So maybe we could do 5, 6, 7. Maybe with the green. There's no opposite dragons. Let's just do 2. I don't know what hand I'm going for.
Flower.
A 9. Yuck.
1 dot.
5,
flower.
6. If we get a 7 in dots or a
7
4 in dots. Oh, there's a 7 dot.
North.
Oh, there's a 6. Maybe we get rid of this red.
South. West.
What's everybody chatting about? Sue says do 6, 7, 6, 7, like numbers. Yeah, that's what I think I'm working on, Sue. And then Shirley had asked Kathleen, do you play against the bots usually? Advanced. Yes, primarily she plays against advanced bots. A loss against the lower level bots is very costly to rating. Surprising, even a wall game against advanced bots can lead to a rating decrease. Oh boy. Well, good for you, Kathleen, that you're on that leaderboard. Congrats. That's awesome. Good for you. All right. So that means you're very good at what you do. Maybe you should be teaching on here, Kathleen. Oh, we got a white, so let's keep that. Maybe we should play like numbers. So let's start whittling away here and getting rid of some numbers. Maybe we can play 6s.
8 dot. East.
Oh,
red.
A flower.
North. Green. 7 crack.
Oh, all these reds that we got.
East. 5 bam. 4 bam.
8. Nope.
8 crack call. 6 dot.
We're playing a concealed hand, and any like numbers we can't call for anything.
Bam. North. 9 dot.
You can do joker exchanges, so we can hopefully get that 8. Do we play 4, 5, 6, 6? Let's start getting rid of the 7s. Oh, I'm getting some love. Is that
7
for me?
crack.
Thanks.
7 dot.
It's always wonderful being with you. I learn a lot every time. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Sue.
Flower. 2 dot.
Oh, good. 6.
7 bam. 2 dot. 3 crack. Call. 1 crack.
Shirley, maybe you should get in on that. Shirley's saying she'd love to see Kathleen and I play each other. Well, Shirley, I'm up for it. We could maybe have Kathleen and I and Shirley, and we need one other person. I'm always game for it. It never works out though. I try very hard to get those games together, and people are always so busy. I'm going to go for sixes, I think. I kind of like this sixes. We have pairs of sixes. Let's get rid of this 4.
4 bam. 7 dot. 9 dot. 1 crack.
Why don't you reach out to me, Kathleen and Shirley, if you're interested, and if there's a third player, I would love to
1
play.
dot.
We
9
can maybe
bam.
set that up for next class.
9 bam.
Oh, Shirley, you can play. You're funny.
1 dot.
Oh, Joker, yay.
5 bam. 9 bam. 9 bam. Green. North. 5 dot.
We need an
7
8
bam.
crack.
3 bam.
Oh, I wanted a 8 crack, not a 9 crack.
9 crack.
Oh, yes, Sue,
9
you
dot.
should do it with us. That would be great. A 9 dot. We don't need it.
7 bam. 9 dot.
Oh, now we're getting 5s.
5 crack. Call. 8 dot.
Oh, we got jokers
4
out
bam.
there. We got 3 jokers that we could do an exchange.
2 crack. 7 dot. 9 crack. Flower.
We only need 2 flowers.
1 crack. Soap. Joker swap. 2
Oh
crack.
boy, somebody got the joker.
6 bam. 5 bam. 8 dot.
Oh, we need one more tile. A 6 crack or 6 dot for Mahjong.
West. 9 crack.
And let me line it up to show you. So we have 6s with a white, 6 bams with a green, and 6 cracks with a red. So we either need, we could use the joker with the 6 dots or the 6 cracks.
7 bam. 5 bam. South. West.
8.
8 bam. 5 dot. 4 dot. East.
3.
3 bam. 5 dot. South. 3 dot. Call. 4 dot. Flower.
South, a yucky tile.
South. Joker swap. 3 bam.
Oh
1 crack. Green.
no. Oh, somebody took it already. We don't need this.
3 crack. Joker swap. 6 dot.
Oh, well, the jokers are being swapped, but we just won Mahjong. Moving my joker to the 6 crack, and now with the 6 dot, we have Mahjong.
Mah Jongg.
Yay for us! Woo! So we just won with like numbers with 6s. So that was very nice. We did get 1 joker. It's almost pure. That's pretty interesting. The leaderboard, we bumped up. No longer, oh, we're still in last. I wonder why. Oh, because we had negative and then we took it away. But anyway, we didn't end with negative points, so that's good. I got 1 win. And it cleared my points. I should be up above Kurt, though, in my opinion. But anyway. We had Amstead, who did not win, but was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, all in 1 suit, line number 3. And we had Annie, who's playing consecutive run, line number 4. That's a hard one, that line number 4. It's 1, 2, 3 in 1 suit. A Kong of 4s in the second suit, and a Kong of 5s in the 3rd suit. And then we have consecutive run, line number 2 for Kurt. He's playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. Okay, everyone, it's that time. We've been on for an hour, and I just want to thank you for being here tonight and for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I love having conversations with everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to become a member, don't forget to click join on the main screen on my YouTube channel, Mah Jongg Class. And I also have started doing these clinics for canasta. So if you like canasta, join us on Monday nights at 6:30. I have lots of videos out there. We've been doing it every Monday night for the last month already. So join us on Monday nights for canasta if you like canasta. And that YouTube channel is called Canasta Class. If you have any questions or you want to do coach and play with me, I usually spend an hour with you. We play on, well, you play on I Love Mahj, and I coach you along the way in decision making. And we talk about things. You can reach out to me at Mah Jongg Class. It's either at the bottom of your screen or at the very top here. You can email me, and I'd be happy to coach you. I also coach for canasta also. We play on real canasta. Oh, thanks for the congratulations. And Karen, who's just joined tonight, I'm so glad. She said it was wonderful and she'll be back. So next week, Karen, at 6:30 on Tuesday. And thanks again. Thanks, Shirley and Kathleen, for being supporters and being members. And I love everyone on here. It's been so great to have you here. Next week, the topic is up in the air. You know, every week I surprise myself with the topic. I do have to give credit to my husband. He does play just a little bit, and he does help me often come up with a topic or my catchy phrases that I use on YouTube. And so just a shout out to my husband. He's a good guy. So if you have a topic that you want to discuss, pop it in the chat, or you could pop it in the comments if you're watching the rewatch, and I'll be happy to share that with you. And have a topic. I'm always looking for topics. I really work hard on them, and I hope you enjoy them. And so good night, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 6:30, or if you'd like to join me on Monday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Canasta Class, or Tuesday Mahjong Class. Bye, everyone. Good night.